This question is clearly testing punctuation, and we should be drawn to certain choices first. First, I see the semicolon. That is a punctuation mark with very clear rules. So that's probably going to be the first thing I check, maybe alongside the colon in choice D, because that also has very clear rules. Commas are all over the place. There's lots of reasons we can involve a comma, so don't gravitate towards that. It doesn't mean that the semicolon or the colon are going to be right. It just means that we have very clear rules that we can test. So namely, when we talk about the semicolon in choice A, we need a complete sentence beforehand and a complete sentence after. The colon in choice D is a little bit more flexible. We must have a complete sentence beforehand, and then we have some flexibility with what comes after. So as we're looking at this, we don't even really need to worry about the first sentence. We can really just start where the sentence that we care about starts and see, okay, does that sound like a complete sentence? Is there more to it, or does it kind of just end as if there was a period? So let's read. Her innovative poems popularized. Well, technically, we have a subject and a verb, right? Her innovative poems, that's the subject, and then popularized is a verb, but it seems like we want to say more. Her innovative poems popularized something. So maybe this is checking this part off and it's a complete sentence, but let's keep reading. Her innovative poems popularized the use of Jamaican Creole, a spoken language, in literature. Yeah, we're continuing this thought. So the second part, first of all, is not a sentence, so that gets rid of choice A, but also with choice D, it's not an abrupt break between these ideas. They popularize the use of something, right? So that is a continuous thought. It's basically like the object of that verb, and so we need them to go together. We don't need a strong punctuation mark to separate them. In fact, we don't need any punctuation mark to separate them because that's what a comma would do. It would still show us where we have two different clauses that are being joined together in a sentence. But this is just one long clause. Her innovative poems popularized the use of Jamaican Creole in literature. That's it. That's just one thought, no interruption, no break necessary. So even though it's a punctuation question, it's okay that we don't end up using any punctuation. Don't let them bully you into doing it. Don't just put commas anywhere that you take a breath. That's not what a comma is for. It needs to show a connection between two different types of clauses. We do not have that here. So no punctuation necessary.